Hey, Mike here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to program a multi-target tracking shot. For most of the stuff you do, tracking a single target is probably sufficient, but you're likely going to run into scenarios when you need to move between targets and track multiple targets. I'm going to show you how to write that program, and it's actually pretty simple. So I've got Rock'em Sock'em robots here, red guy and blue guy. So the move we're gonna do a push in to red guy. We'll then switch targets. So we'll pan over, look at blue guy, do a little parallax, stop. Again, we'll change targets to this front post and move across that. So we've got the three targets, red guy, blue guy, front post. Let's do it. Let's jump into Sisu Lab. Okay, so I'm actually already in a really good place for my first keyframe. I'm looking at red guy's head. So I'm in focus. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a keyframe, both in my camera and target channels. Now let's add the push in. There we go. And I'm not even gonna worry about focus because I'm gonna deactivate the target channel, add that keyframe in my camera channel. And the reason is, I'm locked on that target, right? My target's not changing. And so as my camera moves, I'm still looking at and I'm focused on that point in space. So if we were writing a single target tracking program, of course, this would be sufficient. And I could keep adding keyframes in my camera channel and I still would stay locked on that target. But since we're going to be changing targets, what I need to do is I'm going to tap on this keyframe and I'm going to add a hold time so that it knows that throughout this move, even though I'm going to change after, during this move, I want to stay locked on that target. So I unsync to camera, I say full stop, and give it a hold time that matches my camera move. So in this case, it's 2 seconds. All right, so that takes care of this first push-in move. So what we'll do now, I'm gonna pan over, I'm gonna change targets to blue guy. So here we go. Looking at blue guy. Focus up. Good enough. All right, now, since we're changing targets, I'm gonna reactivate target and I push that left button to save my keyframe. Okay. Now we're gonna add the move across blue guy. I'll pan over, make sure my framing looks good. There we go. And again, I'm not gonna worry about focus because we are locking that target. And I'm gonna go ahead and set this move to be a little bit longer. Well, I'm gonna go to 7 seconds on my timeline to make that a 3-second move. Okay, so this is us staying locked on blue guy and moving across. So I'm going to deactivate target because we want that target to stay the same. I add the keyframe in camera channel, and then again, I'm gonna go back to my target channel keyframe, unsync to camera, add the full stop, and add that hold time. And I add the whole time that matches my move, my camera move. Okay, so now we're on to our final target, which is that front post. So let's go down and get eyes on that. There we go, and I'll focus up again. All right, I'll add that keyframe this time. We'll go back to a 2-second move. Okay. And you see that I forgot to reactivate target. So that is not a problem. All I'll do now, I'll activate that target channel, and I can now add a keyframe there. Okay, so now we just need to add that final move across this last target. I'll deactivate target channel, do my move. There we go. Pan over. And add that final keyframe to the program. One last thing that I want to do is I want these transitions between the targets to be nice and linear. So I'm just going to change the move type to linear on both of those moves in the target channel. So let's go ahead and run it. I'm already basically at my final keyframe, so I'm just going to run it backwards from where we are. And we'll watch it hit each one of those targets. We're moving across the post, transition to blue guy, moving across him, then we transition over to red guy and pull out as we're locked on. So that is how you write a program while tracking multiple targets. Just remember to add that hold time when you're locked in on each target, and you're good to go.